everyone. Okay, so long time no vlog. I've already made this video twice, and it was too long, so I'm gonna try to go quicker this time. Okay, updates on baby. At his 6-month appointment, he was in 46th percentile for weight, and his doctor said that she was a little bit concerned about it because at his 4-month appointment, he was in the 49th percent for weight, and then before that he was in the 50-something percent for weight. So as far as percentages go, he's been going down. As far as his weight, I mean, every time we took him to the doctor, he weighs more than he did the last time, but just on the weight scale percentage thingy, whatever, he's going down. So she's just a little bit concerned about that. But as far as meeting all of his milestones on time, he is, and I mean, I'm not concerned about it because I'm really tiny, and everyone in my family is really tiny, so, I mean, if he's got my genes in there at all, it was kind of inevitable that he would be small, but yeah. Let's see, what's he doing? He is still crawling mostly with his arms. He does use his legs, but it's kind of like this weird frog leg thing he does. It's not like up on all fours. But he is trying. He tries, but then he usually just kind of falls and then eventually just, scoots how he normally does. But he is fast. He can get across a room in, like, no time. He's starting to pull up on things into standing position. He can't stand by himself, but, if he's holding on to us, he can pull up on us and then be standing, and he really loves standing. He's been sitting unassisted for a long while now, but just the other day he got into sitting position by himself. Usually we had to put him in that position and then he'd be fine, but he never got into that position by himself. But he did the other day, and he only did it the once, so we'll see if he does it again, but he looked so proud of himself when he got to sitting position. As far as eating, he loves solids. He's still nursing. That's his main source of nutrition, is still nursing. But he does get solids for breakfast and for dinner. He gets oatmeal and some kind of fruit for breakfast, and then he gets rice cereal and some kind of vegetable for dinner. We've been trying to give him more banana and avocado, though, to help with his weight. Trying to come up with everything, but it's hard to remember. As far as his nursing schedule, during the day he's still nursing every 2 hours, but around 8 o'clock is when he goes to bed, and for the past month or so, he's been sleeping through the whole night, but the last 2 or 3 days he's been waking up every 3 hours at night. I don't know why, but he has. I don't know if it's due to teething or what, but yeah, so at night before he kind of stopped his nightly feedings, but now he's back to, or at least the last 2 or 3 days he's been back to every 2 or 3 hours. 1 second, I just gotta check my diaper. Okay. When he nurses from one boob, so he eats every 2 hours, so 2 o'clock will be this boob, 4 o'clock will be this boob, and then he just switches. He's still using a nipple shield every time he nurses, but lately, really randomly sometimes, he'll just pull off the nipple shield and then he'll latch on and just nurse without one. He started biting down on me. I haven't seen any teeth yet, but he started to bite now when he nurses. So I tell him no, and then take it away, and he gets so sad, and he makes the cutest, saddest sad face ever. We are still cloth diapering. We are having some troubles with our cloth diapers because for a while I was using Rock and Green, that's the first soap I ever used, and I was using it for a long time. And then we started noticing ammonia smell, like BP smell. Even after we would wash them and dry them and everything, we wouldn't smell anything, but when we would put just the inserts, we never put the covers, just the inserts into the dryer, when the dryer would be done, I guess heating them up or something, it would smell like a public restroom in our dryer. So I had won a giveaway from Mina 247, I think it's 247, I don't know the numbers, of some EcoSprout detergent, and when we used that, the smell completely went away. So that was awesome, and they smelled fresh and everything. But then some of my Fuzzy Bun diapers, the old ones, the ones that were made in China, I had bought like 12 of those, and about 5 of them started looking dingy when I started using the EcoSprout. Like you can't tell when you're just holding that one diaper, it still looks completely fine and clean, but when you would hold it up to one of the diapers that was not discolored, you could tell that like one was off-white and dingy looking. So I didn't like that. I'm a neat freak, and I love, things to just be clean, and so it was really bothering me that some of my diapers were looking dingy and looking not clean. So we went back to Rock and Green, because when I was using Rock and Green, all my diapers were like completely white, and I liked that, and I did not like that they were looking all dingy. So we went back to Rock and Green, and it did not fix the dinginess problem. I always put them out in the sun, and the sun was not helping the dinginess go away. I think they're just permanently messed up, because I don't know how to get that dingy look out of the micro fleece. But I just wanted to make it so that it wouldn't make any more dingy looking. So we went back to Rock and Green, but now again we are having the ammonia smell problem. So I'm going back to EcoSprout again. For a while I had been using, I switched up my wash routine. Before it was always just 3 scoops of Rock and Green. I have hard water, so I use, and I have an old washer and dryer, so I would use 3 scoops. But because I was trying to get rid of that dingy look, and I looked on Fuzzy Bun's website and it said it was safe to use OxiClean in all your loads, so I started adding OxiClean, and I started using some Calgon water softener, and that did not help with the dinginess whatsoever. So, but the problem is that I've been doing that for quite a while now, like a month or 2, and I was never checking the agitation cycle during any of the rinses, and my diapers have started leaking, and the ammonia smell is getting really bad. So the other day I decided to check on them during the agitation cycle, and the whole thing was filled with soap, like thick soap. It looked like I poured an entire bag of detergent in there. It was awful. So I spent 2 days just doing hot wash cycles, just back to back. So I would think I did like 50 washes on those diapers. I know, I wasted so much water. But even still, even after those 50 washes, still was completely soaked up in there. But after 2 days, I was running out of diapers, so I just had to run a rinse cycle, dry them, and put them back on his butt. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. There's still, like, these diapers that are in here right now have been washing for 2 days now with just water, and there's still so much soap in there. I just wish that there was some way I could just do one really good wash and get all the soap out, because I feel like I'm wasting so much water, and I have other clothes I need to wash, and I can't use my washer and dryer. Well, I can use the dryer, but I can't use my washing machine because I keep rinsing out these diapers. So yeah, I've been having so much trouble with our cloth diapers lately, and I think that's it. As for me, I'm gonna stop this video and start a new one, because I'm already at 9 minutes and like 30 seconds, so looking forward to it.